And here it is. The almighty, the godly, the Pennzoil R33. Hey guys, Sloshy here and welcome to another video, and today we're checking out the iconic Fuji Motorsports Museum. I've just returned from a 4-week trip to Japan, hence the big break in between since my last upload, but I've managed to get plenty of car related content, so if you haven't already, make sure you join our community Discord using the link below in the description. I've shared plenty of car pictures over there, so yeah, if you want to see some cool cars, make sure you hit the link and join our community. But anyway, let's get back to the video. So the Fuji Motorsports Museum is a must-visit destination for racing enthusiasts. Located in the foothills of Mount Fuji, about an hour and a half away from Tokyo Station by car, the museum boasts an impressive collection of historic race cars, memorabilia, and exhibits that celebrate the rich history of motorsports in Japan. In this video, I'll take you on a POV walk around of the museum so you can see the hidden gems and learn about the history of this iconic location. This is my first time doing GoPro footage, so please excuse the scuffness, but if you'd like to see more videos like this, then please remember to drop a like on the vid. As you explore the museum, you'll discover the evolution of motorsports in Japan from its early beginnings to modern day racing. The collection includes cars from various eras including Formula 1, Group C, JGTC, drifting, and plenty more. Whether you're a die-hard racing fan or simply interested in motorsports history, the Fuji Motorsports Museum is a must-visit destination, so sit back and enjoy as I take you through. As we begin on the ground floor of the museum, it's like you've been transported back in time. From Bentleys to Cadillac's Type 53, which is the first car to have a traditional layout in the car as we know it, with the clutch, brake, and accelerator in the order as we know. There were various cars on display from all over the globe that have contributed to the birth and growth of motorsports in the world. Cars like this Toyopet Racer from 1957, which was Toyota's first foot in the door into the motorsport world. A water-cooled 995cc 4-cylinder engine producing 27 horsepower, which topped out at 48 km per hour. Kichiro Toyoda, the designer of the race car, had intended to build 6 of them, but only 2 were ever produced. And the Datsun 210, the first Japanese car to have motorsport success in an international stage. The toughest endurance rally known as the Mobile Gas Trial, a 16,250 km track around Australia. All the cars on display have either been donated by the manufacturer to show the public, or have been recreated by a team to give and show the most authentic feel. Cars are complete down to the T with fully fleshed out interiors and engines. As you're about to see, most of the prototype racers have their engines exposed at the rear to show all of the craftsmanship. This is a cool little piece that I couldn't really decipher from obviously scribbles that signatures are. I think this is Japanese drivers who have come down to the museum and signed this piece. There was a few drivers here, I tried to look them up, but there wasn't really much on them. But yeah, if you can see any names, let me know in the comments below, and it's pretty cool to see this. On display here is the Toyota 7 and the Nissan R381. And the Nissan R381 was the winner of the 1968 Japanese Grand Prix. The Toyota 7 was a prototype sports car that dominated the Japanese racing scene in the late 1960s. For any iRacing or Gran Turismo fans, this one's for you, as they have on display track maps and stats of all the current Japanese racetracks used in various motorsports from Formula 1 to Super Taiko to Super GT. At this point, you can see how animated my arms were, as I was proud to tell my girlfriend that I'd raced on most of these tracks. Virtually, of course, because, you know, cannot afford real life racing. And next to these, we had these awesome display which changes every month, and this month we struck lucky. We were able to catch the Cabin Lola F3000, which as you can guess was used in the Japanese Formula 3000 series. And next to this was a super cool Lotus in the iconic black and gold John Player Special livery. Now I had to do some digging on this car because I thought it was a super cool ground effect Lotus that eventually got banned by F1 for its James Bond style lowering side skirts. But actually I was wrong, this was driven in F2 by Satoru Nakajima. Next we took an elevator up to the second floor, and that's where the good stuff is. Starting off with this sick HKS A90 Supra, packing a whopping 700 fine Japanese horses under the hood and powered by the usual culprit of a 2JZ engine. Doesn't get any wider and bigger than this. Next to it, the holy grail of supercars, the Honda NSX. And right next to it, they decided to park the ultra rare Toyota 2000 GT. This model specifically is the Yatabe 2000 GT that was made famous for its top speed testing at Yatabe Test Track. And right in front of the 2000 GT, we have the Nissan R391. This particular car with the 3 drivers was entered into the 24 Hours of Le Mans, but unfortunately was retired 7 hours into the race due to mechanical failure. And here it is, the almighty, the godly, the Pennzoil R33. Bursting onto the scene in 1998, this iconic JDM car brandished in the iconic Pennzoil livery has a place in all motorsports fans' hearts. Powered by a highly tuned RB26 engine, this puppy had 550 horsepower being sent straight to the rear wheels, and you can tell just from this onboard footage how much of a handful it was to drive. Next up is the Colt F2000 produced by Mitsubishi for the Japanese Formula 2000 series. And this was a pretty cool exhibit to see. This is Kamui Kobayashi's actual race-driven F1 car from the 2009 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And now we're moving on to the endurance section of the exhibits, where they have one of the coolest endurance cars ever produced. But first up is the Toyota GT1. Originally designed for the GT1 series, but later adopted into Le Mans prototype to compete in the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And right beside the Toyota GT1 is the super cool and super rare Mazda 787B, the true underdog story of the newbie manufacturer looking to compete with the big boys in the 24-hour Le Mans. It also cemented its name in history, being the first time a Japanese manufacturer has won the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and the first ever car to win it with a rotary engine. Moving on to the rally section, as you know, Japanese manufacturers have some notable cars in rallying history. First up, the Mitsubishi Lancer, and directly next to it, probably the most iconic rally car in history, and that's the Subaru Impreza, driven by the great Colin McRae and co-pilot by Derek Ringer, the winners of the 1995 Rally Championship. Next is the Toyota Celica GT4 Group A rally car. Fun fact, during the 1995 World Rally Championship, Toyota was caught using illegal turbo restrictors and was given a 1-year ban from the championship. Moving on, two more rally cars, the first being the Datsun Violet GT from the 1981 World Rally Championship, and a Mitsubishi Lancer 1600 GSR that entered the 1974 World Rally Championship. This is a hidden little gem of the museum that's been pushed right into the corner, but it's a Group A Toyota Supra GT. And lastly, we arrive to the Murica section. This is Japan's entry into American motorsports. First up, we have the Toyota Camry NASCAR. Next up, the Lola Toyota collaboration into the IndyCar market. And this big old slab of a thing is the Toyota Eagle. Toyota's step into the IMSA GT prototype category. And that's it for the cars, guys. Lastly, here's some sped up footage of the gift shop, where you can grab yourself some cool merch, anything from t-shirts, driving gloves to car-shaped food, and even a cool mouse for your computer. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to drop a like on it and hit the sub button for plenty more motorsport related content. Check out the links to my socials in the description below, and I'll leave you with this awesome shot of the final last corner at Fuji Speedway. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.